Activating leadership by our example, integrity demonstrating in every way. Empower and model, guiding the future. Show respect, embrace diversity each day. Enjoying participation with joy and laughter, creating dynamism, energy to stay. Samarang Youth, united in vision, empowering voices, striving for harmony, modeling peace, sustainably living, aiming fulfillment, unleash potential free. Reach for excellence, courage and passion. ISEC Samarang shines globally. Nurturing awareness, synergy together. Global youth rising, bright future goals. Striving for excellence, demonstrating integrity, activating leadership, acting sustainably, enjoying participation, and living diversity. Let's go!
Gave my last ounce of strength while the knife stayed in my back. Poured everything out for the ones I refused to lack. Blood don't make a family, that truth hit hard and clean. I chose my own loyal hearts in a world that's mean. They show me I can only trust the reflection in the glass. So I pulled those blades out slow and sharpened them to last. Turned every betrayal into fuel, every wound into drive. Carving straight through the chaos just to feel alive. 10 emotions ripping through me back to back, no relief. Love and rage and emptiness, fighting for belief. I'm barely holding balance, drowning in the noise, but I swallow it all down just to give them all my voice. Still pouring out my everything when I'm running on empty, carrying my chosen family like it's all that's left in me. Family ain't just blood, it's the bond I fought to earn. Stronger than the blaze that tried to make me burn. I isolate when the storm gets too loud to take. Disappear in the silence till my soul stops to shake. No more games, no more blame. I'm cutting all the ties. Use the knives to carve my path and cut apart their lives. 37 years of trauma, cheating, lying, blame. They tried to bury the fighter, but I'm still in the game. 50 more years burning, watch me flip the script. No more playing victim, no more taking their shit. Emotions hit like thunder rolling through my veins. Grief, then fire, then hope driving me insane. When the weight gets too heavy and the voices scream too loud, I shut the whole world out and rebuild inside the cloud. You think it's a competition, you think it's a race. Blood is blood, but jealousy stains. Breaking free from your grip, remove the chains, cut the ties, burn the bridge. You can't take back all the things you did. Apologies, I'll never forget. I can only trust myself, that's the truth they burned in me. Every hand that held me turned around and buried me, but I'm still here, still pouring out my fight. You can't kill a fire that learned how to ignite. Evil is evil, it does what it wants. Well, guess what? I'm out of your reach, out of your grasp. Watch out. I bite back.
staring at the ceiling, wishing I could reach across the map. I'm overwhelmed by this lonely kind of feeling, caught inside a never-ending gap. You got that voice that sounds just like a whisper. It travels through the static on the line. Every single word you say, it makes it crisper, reminding me that you are truly mine. They can show me all the wonders of the world, but I look away, 'cause I'm just waiting for the flight to bring you back my way. Yeah, you know I'm not playing with the distance. I'm fighting for our love with such persistence. 'Cause baby, when you talk to me that way, you take the distance, turn the cold into the May. I don't need a life that's built for one or two. I'm only living for the day I'm next to you. Yeah, I just wanna hold you through the screen, the closest thing to heaven that I've ever seen. No matter what the miles try to do, I'm staying right here, waiting just for you. Right here, waiting just for you. Different time, yeah, you're sleeping while I'm waking. You leave a message for me when the sun comes out. You're the only risk that's ever worth the taking, chasing all my ghosts and every doubt. I used to feel the quiet in the spaces, but now I'm anchored in the way you care. I'm seeing you in all these crowded places. A phantom of your love is everywhere. They can show me all the wonders of the world, but I look away, 'cause I'm just waiting for the flight to bring you back my way. Yeah, you know I'm not playing with the distance. I'm fighting for our love with such persistence. 'Cause baby, when you talk to me that way, you take the distance, turn the cold into the May. I don't need a life that's built for one or two. I'm only living for the day I'm next to you. Yeah, I just wanna hold you through the screen, the closest thing to heaven that I've ever seen. No matter what the miles try to do, I'm staying right here, waiting just for you. Tell me what you need, I'll send it. My heart is yours, I'll never mend it. Never gonna let the signal die, no. I'll be watching for the morning sky, 'cause you're the heartbeat in the air I breathe. You're the only one I'll ever need. 'Cause baby, when you talk to me that way, you take the distance, turn the cold into the May. I don't need a life that's built for one or two. I'm only living for the day I'm next to you. Yeah, I just wanna hold you through the screen, the closest thing to heaven that I've ever seen. No matter what the miles try to do, I'm staying right here, waiting just for you. Right here, waiting just for you, baby, baby. You're right here, waiting for you, ain't going nowhere. It's just me and you, right here, waiting for you.
God knew what I could not see. He knew what my heart would need. I came with pieces deep inside, still learning how to receive. He placed new life beneath my heart, a quiet gift from above. Before I knew what he was doing, he was teaching me love. Not all at once, not like thunder, but softly day by day, through little hands and little voices. inside my hands. Sometimes love comes as a baby, sometimes joy comes later on. Sometimes rose blooms after waiting, and the soul learns to be strong. I was broken but not forgotten, I was wounded but still held. God was writing mercy in the story I could not tell. First came love, then came joy, then came rose to help me rise. 3 small hearts, 3 holy gifts, 3 prayers beneath the sky. God knew what I needed before I ever knew. He healed me through my children and made my heart brand new. Not all at once, not like thunder, but softly more and more. Through love, through joy, through rose, my soul learned how to soar.
Together we rise, one fellowship strong. Hope ignites vision, a radiant song. Every culture thrives in light we give. Purpose and courage show how we live. Our calling is more than tasks we keep. We shape the future, foundations deep. Every challenge turns to chance we see. Rays of belief guide our destiny. Oh, the power of positive leadership. Faith and grit guide our fellowship. Purpose drives us, excellence we chase. Optimism shines in every space. Shared vision, dreams lifted high. Inspiration burns, belief won't die. Together we rise, together we shine. Impact the world with hope divine. Victory comes when hearts unite. Every step leaves traces of light. Leaders of hope, of change, of grace. Every challenge an invitation we face. Aspire higher, inspire deep. Dreams of tomorrow and trust we keep. Every team united, strong and true. Resilient hearts in all we do. So let us commit, with courage we stand. Holding the future in guiding hands. In every place, leave brighter skies. Positive leadership never dies.
lights invite, ornate tables set perfectly. What a beautiful sight. Laughter fills the air, a welcome so sincere. Linger here a moment, let your heart draw near. Open arms of kindness, every waiter smiles so bright. Come and taste the wonder, come and feel the grace. Every flavor tells a story in this cherished place. Kalakalia calls you, joy in every bite, where the food is heaven and the price feels right. Culinary magic, Dutch bitter balance divine, Alfredo fettuccine, every dish a golden sign. Lasagna layered deep with smoky sausage art, Iga bakar fried rice, warming up your heart. Affordable for all, true luxury from the start. Come and taste the wonder, come and feel the grace. Every flavor tells a story in this cherished place. Kalakalia calls you, joy in every bite, where the food is heaven and the price feels right. Rich aromas drifting, zupa soup in the air. Every server greets you with exceptional care. Sun cloud mocktails glowing, sendo dawet so sweet. Truffle, olive, ballin' flavors you will wanna meet. Almond butter, coke melting, a dessert so complete. Soft music playing, cushioned seats embrace, warm and cozy corners, your own private space. From the first hello to the final goodbye, the staff make every moment feel like you can fly. Unforgettable moments shared with those you love. Rum and raisin gelato, sweetness from above. Avocado float that dances on your tongue, nourishing the soul with every song unsung. Taste and see that goodness, Kalakalia. Ornate table set perfectly. What a beautiful sight. Laughter fills the air, a welcome so sincere. Linger here a moment, let your heart draw near. Open arms of kindness, every waiter smiles so bright. Come and taste the wonder, come and feel the grace. Every flavor tells a story in this cherished place. Calicalia calls you, joy in every bite. Where the food is heaven and the price feels right. Culinary magic, Dutch bitter, Ballon divine, Alfredo fettuccine, every dish a golden sign. Lasagna layered deep with smoky sausage art, Iga bakar fried rice warming up your heart. Affordable for all, true luxury from the start. Come and taste the wonder, come and feel the grace. Every flavor tells a story in this cherished place. Calicalia calls you, joy in every bite. Where the food is heaven and the price feels right. Rich aromas drifting zuppa soup in the air. Every server greets you with exceptional care. Suncloud mocktails, glowing sendal dough, it's so sweet. Truffle olive ball and flavors you will want to meet. Almond butter coke melting, a dessert so complete. Soft music playing, cushioned seats embrace. Warm and cozy corners, your own private space. From the first hello to the final goodbye, the staff make every moment feel like you can fly. Unforgettable moments shared with those you love. Rum and raisin gelato, sweetness from above. Avocado float that dances on your tongue, nourishing the soul with every song unsung. Taste and see that goodness, Calicalia, second to none. Come and taste the wonder, come and feel the grace. Every flavor tells a story in this cherished place. Calicalia calls you, joy in every bite. Where the food is heaven and the price feels right.
pull me in. Tastes like trouble dressed in chrome. Don't want mine, you want the throne.
Every touch is loaded heat.
No retreat, just a heartbeat.
You don't pray, you escalate. Every kiss recalibrates. We don't fall, we collide. Two sharp edges side by side.
We crash and crawl, no mercy at all. Love like fist against the wall.
We crash and crawl.
No halo or law,
You want control.
then take it all.
We bruise, we bite, we beg, we brawl. We don't make love.
We crash and crawl.
Nails on skin like battle lines. Sweat and ego intertwine. You say stay, I say prove it. When you say mine,
I say do it.
no safe word in this affair. Teeth and tension in the air. We don't break, we overflow. Pleasure right in overload.
You don't yield, dominate.
Every move retaliates.
No surrender.
No applause, just our hunger showing claws.
We crash and crawl.
No mercy at all.
Hearts in a chokehold down the hall.
We crash and crawl, no heaven to call.
You want the throne.
Then watch me fall.
We bruise, we bite,
We beg,
we brawl.
we don't make love.
We crash and crawl.
Call it toxic, call it art.
Call it tearing us apart.
If this is wrong, let it ignite.
We look best under a fight. Crash and crawl.
Say it loud, say it all.
Crawl
Backs to the wall.
and crawl.
No saviors left to call.
We don't make love. We crash and crawl.
In the collective religious imagination, John the Baptist is often framed as a rugged ascetic, a proto-hipster of the desert with a taste for wild honey and a penchant for bold fashion choices. We see him through a lens of divine eccentricity, where his wild hair and camel skin robes are stylistic markers of holiness. But what if the historical reality was far more jarring? What if John was not merely eccentric, but genuinely clinically mad? A man possessed of a defect of the mind that was as alienating as it was unmarketable. To view John the Baptist as truly crazy and hated is to confront the uncomfortable border where holiness meets pathology. Historically, the distinction between a prophet and a lunatic has often depended on the utility of their message to the status quo or their ability to command a following. However, the perspective that John suffered from a true defect, one that was not adorable, romanticized, or genius adjacent, strips away the stained glass veneer. It forces us to reckon with the raw, abrasive nature of a human being who was denied by his society, not because he was too holy, but because he was fundamentally wrong in the eyes of his peers. There is a profound difference between glamorous mental differences and raw defects. Modern culture has developed a soft spot for the musical prodigy or the brilliant but tortured scientist. We tolerate and even celebrate neurodivergence when it produces a high-yield output, a symphony breakthrough formula, or a disruptive tech company. This is productive madness. In contrast, the true defect, the disjointed, socially repellent, and non-lucrative mental instability is met with visceral exclusion. If John the Baptist was screaming in the wilderness, not out of a calculated rhetorical strategy, but because of a mind that could not find peace, he becomes a figure of profound isolation rather than a religious icon. When we sanitize historical figures, we commit a subtle act of violence against their lived experience by turning John's potential mental struggles into a prophetic aesthetic. We ignore the crushing weight of his alienation. A man who lives in the desert eating bugs is rarely a person who is finding themselves. More often, they are someone whom society has failed or who has found the social contract impossible to navigate. When we ignore the possibility of his madness, we lose the most radical aspect of his story, that the most marginalized, defective members of society can be the conduits for the most transformative truths. If the voice crying in the wilderness belonged to a man whom everyone genuinely hated for his instability, the message itself becomes a testament to the power of the unacceptable outlier. Has searing relevance today. Our society claims to be more inclusive of the outlier, yet our empathy is still largely conditional. We create space for the quirky individual who fits a marketable trope, but we continue to push the crazy and hated to the periphery. The person on the street corner whose defect of the mind manifests as agitation or social discord is not seen as a potential prophet. They are seen as a nuisance to be managed or moved out of sight. By reclaiming the madness of John the Baptist, we challenge the hierarchy of human value that prioritizes productive minds over broken ones. It forces us to ask, would we have listened to the Baptist, or would we have crossed the street? If truth comes through a vessel that is truly defective, lacking the adorability of the romanticized genius, do we have the capacity to hear it? Recognizing the crazy in the holy suggests that the greatest insights often come not from those who have mastered the world, but from those whose very existence is a rejection of it, whether by choice or by the cruel necessity of a mind they cannot control. In the end, the defect of the Baptist may not have been a flaw in his mission, but the very thing that allowed him to see what the sane world was too comfortable to notice.
In the porch side dawn, you open slow, pale blush petals like a secret glow. Your throat is cream with a pink soft kiss, a trumpet bloom I could hold like this.
So light, so kind, you lean and stay,
like ribboned rain on a summer day. Plant pet alamanda, plant pet alamanda. Oh, pink bloom, soft bloom, you turn the air to rose. Plant pet alamanda, plant pet alamanda. Gentle and bright, where the warm wind goes.
Pink almenda blanchetti on the trellis turns.
Every little flower with a hush that burns. Not loud, not proud, just a graceful face. Blush in the edges, cream at the base.
Come close, come near, don't let me pass.
That tender pink lasts and lasts. Plant pet alamanda, plant pet alamanda. Oh, pink bloom, soft bloom, you turn the air to rose. Plant pet alamanda, plant pet alamanda. Gentle and bright, where the warm wind goes.
When the garden leans into evening gold,
You keep that glow, quiet, soft and old.
I hear your color before I see.
A classic heart on a living tree. Plant pet alamanda, plant pet alamanda. Pink bloom, soft bloom, you turn the air to rose. Plant pet alamanda, plant pet alamanda. Gentle and bright, where the warm wind goes. I keep your name in drafts like a bruise I don't touch. Three little words to say, but they weigh too much. Half of me still typing, half of me gone cold. From oversand, then I let it go. You got me paused on the edge again. Screen still glows like a light that won't end. I wrote it soft, then I made it mean. Now it just sits there in between. Unsend drafts, unsend drafts, stuck in my hands. Unsend drafts, unsend drafts, say what I can.
Last one said I miss you, then I close the app. Next one said come home, but I deleted that. Got your little blue thread still alive on my phone. Every message I don't send feels more like home.
You got me paused on the edge again. Screen still glows like a light that won't end. I wrote it soft, then I made it mean. Now it just sits there in between. Unsend drafts, unsend drafts, stuck in my hands. Unsend drafts,
this mind be in you, the mindset of Christ. Choose the better part, let His word be your life. Align your heart with heaven, set priorities true. Significance begins when God's kingdom shapes you. Beyond success, we rise to give a life of love, the way to live. Adding value, serving each day. Faith and purpose guide our way. Legacy flows when Christ we embrace. Significance shines through His grace. Love one another as Jesus has shown. Invest in people, don't walk alone. Plant seeds of kindness, live with intent. Transformation comes when our hearts are bent. Without faith, it's impossible to please the Lord. Anchor your life in His truth and word. Entrust to others, let disciples grow. Significance lasts when His love we show. Success ends with you, but significance flows through you. Legacy is not what you leave for people, but what you leave in people. Beyond success, we rise to give a life of love, the way to live. Adding value, serving each day. Faith and purpose guide our way. Legacy flows when Christ we embrace. Significance shines through His grace. I loved you like I never loved you before, but you changed the day you walked out that door. You went and got help while I was in despair. I didn't believe our love was going anywhere. Oh, I'm singing these blues since you've gone away. You found your path, but I'm lost in yesterday. I'm waiting on a sign, maybe just a clue. But until then, I'll keep on singing these blues. You said you wouldn't come back until you got help. Left me here wondering all by myself. Now I'm singing these blues, trying to find my way. But I still don't know if you'll come back someday. Oh, I'm singing these blues as a melody. Give ear, O heavens, and I will speak. This voice isn't just speech, it's a melody that begins within, a quiet inner breath that gently restores the heart. Every verse is a note, every word a tone, every halakha is a melody inviting the soul to listen, to awaken, and to reconnect with a sacred will. Just as God commands Moses to say, "Give ear, O heavens, and I will speak, and let the earth hear the words of my mouth." So too this melody calls out to me, to you, to anyone willing to truly listen, to become a witness, to become part of the eternal song of creation. Every inner sound becomes testimony to God's actions, to every act of kindness, to every repair that was made or is still waiting to be made. When I begin to play the verse, for I will call out the name of God, give greatness to our God. The melody flows through the heart, it reminds me that the power to lift and to repair isn't mine alone. It lives within all of us. Every note connects our history, our exile, our struggles to the divine presence, to the source of faith. Then come the heavy memories, the sins of generations, sorrow, pain. But the melody doesn't hesitate, it transforms, it weaves together past and present, showing me that every mistake, every fall, every fracture is part of a greater composition waiting to be repaired. And as the melody strengthens, the heart realigns, and the divine presence finds its way back within. For God's portion is his people. Jacob is the measure of his inheritance. Play softly, reminding me that the gift of belonging to this people, to this Torah, is something that calls for constant refinement. The melody becomes a quiet promise. Don't be afraid, don't give up, because in every step, every thought, every word, we can add another note, lifting everything upward into the eternal song. One more moment of repair, one more piece of the everlasting melody. Each additional verse from Haazinu, they sacrificed to demons, not God, gods they did not know, emerges in the melody as a moment of tension, a test, and still the melody teaches me. History and failure are not the end of the sentence. They're just a pause, a place to tune the instrument, to listen more deeply, to bring renewed awareness and joy into every action. And so the melody continues, sing, "O nations of his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants and bring justice upon his adversaries." Even divine justice here feels like a balancing harmony. A return of order, a healing of the heart's wounds, a reminder that the world is never empty of kindness, and that everything in the end finds its way toward repair. And when I truly hear it, when this melody flows through me, I begin to understand. The Torah is not just something to study, not just words on a page. It is a living song, an inner melody, an ongoing repair. Every breath is a note, every thought is a sound, every action is part of the great composition of existence. So I listen, I play, I connect, and the heart slowly fills with joy. The pain softens, even if just a little. The divine presence returns to its place, into a heart that holds joy despite everything it goes through. And every moment becomes a repair, a piece of the eternal song of Torah, a melody that flows through generations into the world to come, and into the heart of anyone willing to listen.
the peak of my dream, the path became clear. A silent shadow locked every stride. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Like a soldier waking from years of a storm, accepting a life in a different form. The grief of the field, I leave it behind to heal the body and quiet the mind. At last I am rising on my own, finding a strength I've never known. Though the pain lingers deep in my soul, I'm walking again, I'm finally whole. It's not easy to let go of the glory I held, when every ambition was suddenly felt. But in every scar there's a truth to be found, a new kind of growth on this common ground. But I know He knows better than me, the secrets of life I've yet to see, calming the heart that used to mourn in His perfect